Here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm-carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what 500MILLIon is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm-carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and I've been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what 500MILLIon is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
They are crying. They will not cry in the public, but I watch their cry in the mirror every day. They cry. For the past few days, they have been having meetings. How to approach 500MILLIon, how to negotiate with 500MILLIon. I am saying it openly this evening on this space. I am not open for negotiation, and no Biafra person serving under Biafra government is open for negotiation. If I hear that you are talking to anybody back home, you are out of the government. Our talk with them will start by pulling the military out of Biafra street. Our talk with them will start when we see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu walking freely out of the DSS dungeon. That is the term and condition of negotiation. Apart from that, we will give you ×3 of what we have given you before.
Yes, my deputy PM, I want to ask this question as a Biafran, as a concerned citizen of Biafra. I also ask this question as a citizen who wants this government to succeed. And I'm also asking this question as a member of BWOC, Biafran Writers of Conscience. Before I forget, my deputy PM, you made mention of having a call with one of the administrators, or do I say brother to a governor in that contraction called Nigeria. And I don't know how that will sound in the ears of Biafrans. Please, is that wise to call or make call or allow your phone number to be with the terrorist Nigerian state administrators?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this guy, he was my schoolmate. Actually, we were all in UNIBEN together, Pedro Abaseki. So he is my friend. But the thing is that he's championing this Edo course and all that. And then he called to tell me that Urobo Isoko is not, it shouldn't be part of Biafra. But remember, Biafra has Urobo Isoko state. So all I explained to him is that if he wants, I'm going to give him the administrator of Urobo Isoko state, and they can have that chat among themselves. Yeah. But there's nothing to worry. I mean, we're schoolmates at UNIBEN, and we reach out to each other every now and then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If you oblige me, I have like 5 pressing questions that I believe Biafrans as well will like me to ask you.
No. She can't.
Okay, let me.
They are crying. They will not cry in the public, but I watch their cry in the mirror every day. They cry. For the past few days, they have been
Good
having
afternoon,
meeting
fellow
how
Biafrans.
to approach Simon
This
Ekpa.
is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory,
I hope it's coming
must
out
not be
now.
allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on a daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the Middle Belt, where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what Simon Ekpa is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Yes, good morning, Biafrans. Good morning, wonderful people and lovers of freedom. I really appreciate everybody who have joined me this morning on this wonderful day. Ụtụtụ ọma n'ụtụtụ ọma n'ụtụtụ ọma n'ụtụtụ ọma, anywhere you are watching from, I welcome each and every one of you. Please like and share so that a lot of people can join us this morning. Very, very important. I welcome you, Biafra Free Energy Tech, Everest, Emedo. I welcome you. Eukaria, Iwanyangu, I see you. You are welcome. Senior citizen, our own Ben Owaboa. Ben, you are watching from X. Thank you so much. Others are watching from YouTube. Chris M, I see you this morning. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of this morning broadcast. Let me just play you Sir Warrior. Let me just use it to welcome each and every one of you this morning. It's really amazing to be here again. You know, we must do what we need to do. We must continue to create this awareness for our people to understand that we are here for freedom. Please share in our platforms. You know this guy? You people know this guy, Las Benzico. Thank you for joining me. Good morning from here. Thank you. Good morning. Freedom for all. I see you. Good morning. Please, who knows this man? Who knows this man here? Who knows this man that you see here? Do you know this man? Tell me who this man is. Sister Nkiru, good morning from here. No, it's not Darlington. It's not Darlington. No, this is not Darlington. You know him, but you don't know his picture. That is the man. This is the 1-in-a-million guy. Ikonso. Yes, this is Ikonso. The gallant Ikonso. That is the 1-in-a-million. A man who can hold a crowd. If you come Ikonso way, you are gone. That's Ikonso. One of these days, we are going to make a broadcast on this man and the Mbochioya Kobugoya. Yes, this is the gallant Ikonso. That's him here as well. He has many pictures. Mankoji Mpo as a very strong native man. So thank you so much. Please like and share. But today is not for Ikonso anyway. I just felt like bringing his picture. Today is not for him. We are going to dedicate a broadcast for him. And as well as Mbochioya Kobugoya. These are the men we can never forget in this our liberation and restoration of our homeland. So that is Ikonso himself, the gallant man, the golden grill. Mazina the kind of warrior, the golden grill. Yeah, Sister Nkiru, you are welcome. Emmanuel Chibike, you are welcome. Ekpa is great. Ekpa is great. Welcome as well. Thank you for joining us this morning. enwe onye ma onye wu onye omebe ibe ya onye na-emebe ibe ya arụ enweghị ike ịdị ya mma. And that is a true saying. The old schools from the Oriental brothers. Onye na-emegbu ibe ya arụ agaghị ezu ya oke. So you must at all times be truthful to yourself and truthful to others as well. So Chukwu kere ụwa, Holy Grail, yes. So Chukwu kere ụwa ma onye wu onye. Ya wụ nwamkpi lechara anya. Nwamkpi impregnated the mother. The man ala arụọla. Oh my God. So Chukwu kere ụwa ma onye wu onye. In this our fight for freedom, we only met ourselves. We don't know what everybody has in mind. And that is why it is heartbreaking to see some people falling by the wayside. Because from the onset, we never know who is you. Most people came here to fight for freedom. Others came to, to make money out of the freedom. The heart is very, very deceitful. And in Shakespeare, William Shakespeare, Macbeth, he said there is no art to find the mind's construction on the face. Yes, and that is a fact. What you have in mind, you can't read it on somebody's face. That is why some people are heartbroken when people sabotage the freedom, because you never expected that. Nobody expected that. It is one of the least expectations, especially from people that you have so much enormous respect for. So, but it is what it is. No matter what happens, we'll continue to push forward. We will continue to do what we need to do, creating an awareness to our people for them to understand what we are doing. Yes, so thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where are you watching us from? I know Sister Nkiru, you are watching us from United Kingdom. Ben Owabo, you are watching us from United Kingdom. Ekpa, where are you watching us from? Chibike, you are watching us from Maryland. That's great. You are welcome. Biafra Free Energy Tech is watching with me. He's watching with me from a Portuguese nation. Yes. Emmanuel Chibike, where are you watching us from? Welcome everyone this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, we are going to talk about this Ebube Jesus. Ebube Jesus made a very important comment, and yes, from the southern part of Africa. You see this? Criminal Chinasa Nwoshi is busy propagating the propaganda on Twitter, saying that Angel Makeup and Autopilot are the ones causing insecurity in Biafra land. They will continue to fail. Before now, who is causing the insecurity? Everyone knows that Chinasa Nwoshi is an agent of the state, of the Nigerian state. He has properties in Nigeria. He is making money out of IPOB agitation. Even up till now, some people are still paying their monthly dues to all these criminals in IPOB. So you don't blame him. As long as they are paying money to him, he will continue to deceive the gullibles. He will continue to, deceive a lot of people. So we should not listen to all these people. Angel Makeup is a solution to insecurity in Biafran territory. These are the men that are protecting our land. And you know, Chinasa Nworu is working with Ebube. So he is supposed to, promote them. He is working for Nigeria. So Nigeria is saying the same thing Chinasa Nworu is saying. So there is no two difference. Eruchia, thank you so much. You are watching from London. Yes, I've entertained you with Star Warriors. Imonye Wonye. Do you know who is who? For those of you who don't understand the language of heaven, Warrior was saying, do you know who is who? You don't know. Only God himself knows who is who. Only God reads your heart. Only God knows what you have to do. You have to become. So you don't actually know. So it's a rhetorical question, and everybody understands that. Nobody knows who is who because the heart is very, very deceitful. So this morning, my wonderful people, I welcome you once again. Williams, I welcome you. Charles Oji, I welcome you as well. You see this our brother here. Let me put him on the full screen. This our brother here is his name, they know him as Ebube Jesus. Yeah, Ebube Jesus. That is what they know him for. This our brother, I came across his video online. I came across his video online where he was so bitter. He said he's a Biafran, where he was making some calls and statements about stopping the Nigerian forthcoming election. And the reason why I picked up his video to speak is because he said he knows MSEN and the CANT. He said he's a Biafran. And maybe he is not in Nigeria, he is in diaspora. He also said that he comes from a state, which means he should also know our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko. I believe he knows what MSEN and the CANT stand for. I believe also that he knows what the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, stands for. And just like he said that everything he is going to bring 500 million, I don't know whether it's million a gemma or 500 million a J. I don't know. He didn't specifically say it on that video. But he said he's going to make 500 million available to make sure that he stops the forthcoming Nigeria election. Okay? So, but I don't want it to be a misplaced priority, because he was calling on the youth. He was calling on people to come together. He wants to have a meeting point. You want to organize, you want to buy, release cars or release hillocks in order for them to go into that awareness to make sure that that election does not hold. So, and I deem it very, very necessary to use this opportunity, in case you know his handle, to tag him in this video, in this broadcast, because it's very, very important. If he's, I don't know him, I don't know whether he's really truth, I don't know whether he has such money, but like a warrior sang, "Imahonye wonye," you don't know who is who. You don't enter his pocket. Besides, he says he's a pastor, and there is money in this pastoral work, if I may say. So I'm going to play you what he said so that we can be able to analyze it together. Very, very important. This is what he said. And if you're interested, let me know. I don't want you to contribute one naira. Yes. I, Samuel Ebube Jesus, I will bring God's 500 million. 500 million. I will bring out 500 million just for the movement of Biafra, just for the movement of freedom, and the movement to stop this coming election from the way they want to play it on us. If I don't do this, over my dead body, I swear with the altar and God whom I serve, I will bring out 500 million for this movement, and I'm not seeking any all the big names that want to match in this movement. I don't want your money to be involved. I don't want anybody money to be involved, so that people will not run away and think that when they come now they will start contributing money. We don't need any contribution from anybody. We need your strength. We need your coming out. We need your standing with us. If anybody hold you, we will bury you. That is what we need. We need men. And I want it to be happening all over, even in Yoruba states. I want it to be happening in Yoruba. I want it to be happening in North. I want it to be happening all over Nigeria. That is the only way out. If not, this side, they don't value anybody here. After all
will not even know how you suffer to make the money to build those buildings. I've seen many rich men who died and their children were selling all the buildings he managed to suffer to build so that he will be called a responsible man. Now he gave birth to unresponsible children, and that unresponsible children are selling the properties that you suffer to build. Sometimes you don't enjoy, you give the money, you suffer, you think, you don't sleep, so that you can be able to. My rich man brother, let me tell you, I'm not doing this for the world to clap for me. Let me tell you, my rich man brother, you can be remembered alone by what you did. You can be remembered alone by what you did for your people. My big man brothers in Igbo land, you can be remembered only by the things you do for your people. Did you know that when MSEN cannot come out for this, many were calling him names. Many insulted him. My big man brothers, if you don't want insults as a man, then you have not made money. Because I believe before you make money to the level you are now, you have met some insults in your life. So if you're saying I don't want any small boy to talk to me, did you know some small boys also talk to me in social media? Some will come and say, where did this one come from? Or God, go and even tell me. Right? Some will even tell me, what is it? Some will even tell me if I catch you. Somebody in Nigeria could not catch. Sorry. Some of the little boys, will ask me if I catch you. That's what they used to say to me. If I catch you, or just send me your location. So if you don't want to, if you don't want to be assaulted, then you will not make money. They will insult you. What you are supposed to do. These people, we think they are nothing. They will become something tomorrow. If they don't remember you today, they will remember you tomorrow. It is not about Nigeria anymore now. Okay, look at the whole Africa. Look at what is going on. Look at what is happening. These people, okay, look at you. Can pretend you are not the person that is coming out for you. Can be using tomorrow. Just like an imbecile. Look at the person that is coming out in Kenya president. Look at him. The white men are using us to catch cruise because of the kind of people we put in our position. So please, let's not stop this pursuing money, making money. That money, let's put it on something. Not just in business. I know that when you make money, it is on money that I know that when you make money, you don't seek for business idea. Well, people will be coming, businesses will be coming. Organize do this. We know you, this person directed me to you. Your money will be bringing business ideas to you. And they will be paying you like, oh, good afternoon, sir, and tell you how to do the business. And you will be on your own, the business will be going. Money brings about money. So I am not talking to you now just like you see others. I'm talking to you now. Ebube, Jesus is speaking to you now. I will volunteer my own 500 million. You yourself that is in your village, collect the little money you can, give to your people, let them come out and put a stop to this nonsense that is happening. It is you and I that will do it, because the time will come. Those frustration on the poor, they will launch it on the rich. And maybe by that time you will not be there to protect that your thing. Your children will sell those things. The amount of poverty that we are inviting is bigger than and the amount of riches that we are inviting in our country, especially in Africa. Our children's, you don't know the reason why I said I don't want anybody that is below 20 here. Why? Because our children these days are entering into what we called 419 and realize call that one money ritual, which is Yahoo Plus. Then the ones that are in Yahoo is just 419. Then to make it a ritualist is when they profit. 70% of our youths are going. Then what future do we have for these people? It is frustration that lead them to that thing. If you and I keep quiet, that money that you made, that money that I made, all of them will judge us one day. Remember, you will be remembered by what you have done for the people, not what you have done for yourself. What have you done for your people? Even in your village, what have you done for your people? Today that I can speak to the people of Ebony State in my village, and they will listen to me, it's as a result of how I take them. If I will also kill some of them, Ebony State people. You can verify our village, a place that is called our village. My king is Maxis. Maxis Tire is my king. And I told him that he will be the king of our. You can call him if you have his number. If he denies it, he dies. I told him, you will be the king. Even when he's not interested, I say, you'll be the king of this village. So if I finish killing cow for my people, I kill for the Ebony State people that are there. That's why you see one video where they are singing, Ebube Jesus, why you engage you? It's not that I'm coming out for election or coming out for anything. It's just the happiness on what I'm doing for them. Did you think that those people will forget me? They will not. Please, let's bring out this money and stop this abomination that is happening in Africa. Especially in this country, in that country, Nigeria. Because the country I myself found myself is Biafra country. And this is the only thing I can say here now. I greet you. I celebrate you. All of you that joined and all of you that heard me, may the Almighty God continue to promote and bless you. Please, I will send my WhatsApp number maybe in the next video. I want to see from my barrister. I want to be sure if how safe it is to call my WhatsApp number now. If I hear from him and he permits me to give the WhatsApp number or give his phone, then I will get back to you. But what I promise you is that whatever movement we are taking, you will not spend 1 naira. The food you will eat, the healers, the car, the bus, everything that you be used, you will not spend 1 naira on it. I will try my best.
So, Biafrans, what you just listened to is the voice of Ebube Jesus, like he said his name is. That is what they know him for, Ebube Jesus. According to him, he's from our village in Ebony State. And you have heard how he spoke. He's a Biafran. And he wants to be free. He wants Biafra to be free. He said he's going to donate 500 million. I don't know whether it's million AJ or a Gemma in order to make sure that election does not happen in Nigeria. So the reason why I picked on him to speak about him is because of the money that is involved. And like I said earlier, I have not entered his pocket. Only those who are from Ebonyi State may be able to confirm whether he is saying the truth or he's also trying to catch crews. For the singular reason that, when he say he wants to bring his number, he wants to gather people to form a movement to stop election. And that is the reason why I came here this morning to be able to address him. So if you have his handle, that is why I want this video to go very, very wide, because definitely he's on social media. He's going to see it and he's going to listen to it, because whenever he sees his picture, he will be able to listen to what we have to say. Very, very important. Because what attracted me to him was for the mere fact that he mentioned MSEN Nnamdi Kanu. He was following MSEN Nnamdi Kanu. He knows what MSEN Nnamdi Kanu stands for. He also knows that MSEN Nnamdi Kanu in 2020 set up the Eastern Security Network because of the atrocity that is happening from the southeast. Our leader set up that Eastern Security Network in order to evade the terrorists that are constituting nuisance, committing atrocities from our forest, displacing people who are going to the farms. So I believe he knows more about MSEN Nnamdi Kanu and what MSEN Nnamdi Kanu stands for. In the same vein, I still believe he knows Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, because incidentally they came from the same Ebonyi state. Okay? So he may also have heard there is nobody in Nigeria, not people of his caliber, that will say that he has not heard about Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, and what the prime minister stands for. He was also aware, he should be aware, that by 2023, even to 2024, that the Eastern Security Network that was set up by our leader MSEN Nnamdi Kanu was now collapsed to Biafran Defense Forces, Biafran Liberation Army, Biafran Resistance Fighters, and the government of Biafra, BRGIE. All these armed groups that we are fighting for freedom are now under the control of the Biafran Republic government in exile. So Ebube Jesus should know about this. Okay, I believe he should know about this. I believe he's conversant with what is happening in Biafran liberation. And I believe he wants Biafran people to be free. I believe he wants his community to be free. Okay? I believe he has seen that election is not workable in Nigeria. And as a matter of fact, we are not even concerned about election in Nigeria. The Fulanis and the Yorubas, they are the owners of Nigeria. They can continue with their election. What we are so concerned about is protection of Biafran territory and making sure that our land, Biafra, there is nothing like election anymore in Biafra land. And that is the reason why I want this video to get to him. He said he wants to form a movement. He wants to form a movement to stop this election. Ebube Monso or Ebube Jesus, you don't need to form any movement to stop this election. Okay? What we need is people in your caliber, like you said. I don't know you. You know what you are capable of. What you need at this particular time is not a movement. It's not to buy cars and buy horses or engage the youth. I want you to know that Nigerian youth, Nigerian youth don't actually know what they want. Nigerian youth are so concerned about Big Brother. Nigerian youth are so concerned about content creation. Nigerian youth are so concerned about Night of 1,000 Laughs, about what things that are irrelevant to their lives, things that do not add value to their life. That is what Nigerian youth are all about. So if you bring this money to them, they are going to use that money to catch cruise. At the end of the day, the government of Hope Uzodinjo, Peter Mba, will open up a warehouse where you see rice, where you see indomie, where you see packet of sugar, where you see all these things that their stomach need. At the end of the day, the reason why you brought out that money will be wasted, because definitely they are going to embrace their stomach more than their freedom. So that is why, Ebube Jesus, I want to use this medium to call on you. That money that you are talking about, if you have it, you know how to reach MSEN Nnamdi. If you want to reach MSEN Nnamdi, you know how to reach Simon Ekpa if you want to reach Simon Ekpa. And besides, there is a government that is in charge of Biafra liberation, Biafra restoration. In the homeland, we have the Biafran de facto government. These Biafran de facto government are responsible. They are in charge of the liberation of Biafra land. If that money is given to Biafran defense forces in the homeland, they will not only stop the election in Biafran territory, they will also evict all those who want election to hold in Biafra land. So, Ebube Jesus, I want you to listen very, very importantly. It's your money, we understand that. But for the fact that you want to use it for the benefit of the people, and you are calling on others like yourself to come out and support the project that you have in hand. We applaud that. We appreciate that. But the only way you can get a fruitful result, the only way you can achieve these aims and objective of yours, is to take that money and give it to the Biafran Republic government in exile. Biafra Republic government in exile. This is the government that is in charge of Biafran recognition. The Biafran de facto government in the homeland. This is the government that is in charge for the liberation of Biafran territory. But it is the Biafra Republic government in exile that is in charge, is a government of Biafra. They are in charge of Biafra restoration in full. So if you can be able to bring this money and give it to the Biafran Republic government in exile, I can guarantee you 100% that that money will prevent election from taking place in Biafran territory. And not only that, that money will go a long way in making sure that the terrorists in our land are evicted, and all those people who are so much concerned about election. Because the reason why this election of 18, when it gets to the period of election, you see people running helter-skelter, you see people doing the undoables, is because the politicians use this period. They use this period to deceive a lot of people. They bring money into circulation to promise people heaven and earth. You know, they engage the services of gangsters, buy them arms, give them money, and they go out terrorizing people. So during the electioneering campaign, it is really, lucrative for a lot of youth. A lot of them who have misplaced priority, they will key in to make sure that they get one or two from the politicians. But now that people like you have understood the need for Biafrans to stand against this election. It is not wise for you to bring that money to form any organization or any group. Okay? It is not wise. I will advise you the best thing to do is to go in contact with the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is the government that is in charge of the Biafran recognition and Biafra liberation. They can put that money in a better use than yourself. I must tell you that. The government is going to make a very good use of that fund, better than yourself, because the reason why I say better than yourself is because the services of individuals you are going to engage, like Warrior said, you don't know who is who. If I come telling you that, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, then you entrust such fund or entrust some percentage of that fund to me. Whatever I do with the fund, you cannot account for it. But once you liaise with the government of Biafra, once you speak with the government of Biafra that our acting Prime Minister Ogechukwu Nkere is in charge with the cabinet, certainly they are going to give you assurance that that money, that fund, will go to the project which you earmarked it for. This is very important than going into a wide goose chase to bring that money into the Nigeria political space and talk about Yoruba or Hausa. The Yorubas Nigeria belongs to them. You have no problem with the Yorubas. The Fulanis, there is no problem with the Fulanis as well. So there is no way you can coordinate election boycott or stopping election in Nigeria. It is practically impossible. In Nigeria, where they have vested interest. In Nigeria, where the Yorubas want to be part of. In Nigeria, where the Fulanis want to be part of. The only place that you can succeed is only in Biafran territory. And that is why we are calling on you, Ebube Jesus, to come out and make sure you have contact with the Biafran government. Not criminals, though. Not criminals. Because a lot of criminals will like to contact you. If it is not Briggy that is being recognized by the American State Department, if it is not Briggy that have a lobbyist, that have an attorney, that have a prime minister, if it is not Briggy that is under the control of the prime minister, if it is not Briggy that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is aware of, my brother, forget it. That money they are going to embezzle it, that money will disappear and you did not achieve your result. So very, very important. This is what I want to tell you this morning. So Biafrans, wonderful people that are watching me this morning, I want, if anybody has the handle of this our brother, it is very, very important because the way he's saying it, to me, it seems to be genuine. I don't know. Okay? He may be serious. We don't know. But what I don't know, whether he has such funds at his disposal. Okay? I don't know. It is only people from Ebonyi State, from that part of Biafran territory, that can be able to confirm the authenticity of all these claims that he is making here. But we are here to advise him on what to do with the fund in case he has it. Okay? Because it may fall in the wrong hands. You have to make a contact with our government, the government that have been protecting Biafran territory since 2020 that ESN was formed. The government that have been protecting our land. We have 100,000 men under arms. Ebube, Jesus, I want you to know that. 100,000 men that are ready to protect every nook and cranny of Biafran territory. The only setback that this government have is finance. And good a thing, you now say you have such amount of money. Once you put it in the use of this government, in the Biafran Defense Forces pause, I'm going to guarantee you that election will never hold in Biafran territory. And Biafran people will be free and all these terrorist sympathizers from Biafran territory, all of them will be evicted from our land. And then we can be free from the terrorism of the Nigerian state. So this is the message I have for you, Ebube Jesus. You know MSEN Nnamdi Kanu. MSEN Nnamdi Kanu is still in the custody of the Nigerian state. What is his reason? The same thing that you are talking about was the same thing that led MSEN Nnamdi Kanu into detention. They went to kidnap him. Like you said, you know the Nigerian government will come for you, right? For this your utterances, the Nigerian government can come for you. So the same thing that you are trying to do, the same thing that you are speaking about, is the same thing that our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, who incidentally is from the same state like you are, a Biafran like yourself, still want freedom for his people, is the same thing that they are holding him up in Finland for. So the best thing, the best advice, the best decision that you can take is to make contact with the government of Biafra. And you are going to get over 100% result of what you want to achieve. Very, very important. So Biafrans, if you see or you have the handle of this our brother, I want you to send this message to him. Very, very important that he listen to this message so that he can come, anonymously to the government, okay? But to make this money public to the Nigerian population or to the youth in Nigeria, those people that you are calling, they are coming to catch cruise with the money they are going to bring. They don't want freedom. Okay, average Nigerian youth don't need freedom, because if they need freedom, they know what to do. And you know, in Nigeria, you can't organize protest. I just want to remind you, brother, there is no way you can organize protest in that contraction called Nigeria. You are not going to be allowed to do that. The terrorist Nigerian state will use that opportunity to send some of the youth to hell. You know what I mean? It happened in 2020 as well. You know what happened in Lekki Toll Gate. You know what has been happening all over Nigeria. When they protest, people are killed. Nobody is held responsible for that. So there is no need. We have men under arms who have what the security also have. So when these men come out, the security are nowhere to be found. That is why you see them killing innocent civilians. So I will advise you to put that fund into the hands of the Biafran Republic government in exile, or that of the de facto in the homeland. They are the ones that are in charge of our liberation, and our government is in charge of our recognition. And once Biafra is recognized, I want to assure you that there is no election that is going to happen in our land, Biafra land. Even our government is against the election. Any election whatsoever is not going to happen in Biafran land going forward. So I want you to make contact with our government so that your concerns may be attended to. Very, very important. Having said that, Biafrans, I would like you to call. I would like you to make a call and as well make your contribution. Very, very important. I'm not going to waste much time because this is the message I've come to pass to this our brother. I'm going to open up a link, send a link to this, and so that you make your own contribution. Because when we see such individuals, when we see people who say they have something to offer, we have to advise them what to do, because most of them may not be privy to certain information. Okay, so we have to advise them, in as much as we know it's not our money. But then if you want to achieve a result, you have to take a very drastic action towards that, and you take the right action. Okay, So we are just advising this our brother not to embark on a wild goose chase, not to go into, spending his money for something that is not going to yield any result. Okay? Yes. So the Biafran Defense Forces, the Biafran Liberation Army, the resistance fighters, the Black Marines, they are all battle ready. They are battle ready to defend Biafran territory. What they need is just the logistics, the fund that will make it happen. And if our brother have it, then there is no need wasting it on the Nigerian masses who actually will not make good use of that opportunity to call out their government. Rather, they will see them chasing indomie and rice and bread and all the rest of it. So will not allow that. So dear friends, I want you to, if you want to join the studio, you join the studio or you call and make your contribution. Very, very important. Very, 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 very important.
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said,
the line is open. Make your contribution,
people are going
or you join us on the space, so on the
here is my response. The only way to sustain the
and make
peace
your contribution very, very important. What do you have to say? What advice do you have for this our brother
sure that
who wants to release 500 million? I don't know whether it's a Gemma or
Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state,
to stop
police,
election,
and every arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding.
You're welcome.
There are many terrorist groups springing up on
the my brother.
Innocent women and children have been neutralized every day. Take a look in the middle belt where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp, and many of them are today, many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any
Yes, I can
plan.
hear you. Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you have to say? Good morning. You are welcome to the questionnaire. What do you have to say?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for this our brother? Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Greetings, Biafrans. I greet you all that are watching the program this morning. Honestly, this man is catching cruise. There is no two ways about it. You understand? This man is catching cruise. Somebody who called our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and also mentioned our Prime Minister. Somebody who mentioned our Prime Minister know that our Prime Minister have already establish a government that is working very strong, both in diaspora and in Biafra land. This man knows that we have the military, Biafran military, that are fighting to protect our land. He knows all these things. For him to say that he's looking for men, both the ones, men in the north, men in the Yoruba land, and men in Biafra land, you will see that this man does not know what he's talking about. He doesn't know what he's talking. I believe that this man is catching cruise. Okay, so that is my own take on this video. I saw this video on X, but I don't even want to listen further, because I know that he does not even mean what he's saying. Look at his environment. You see how where he's making these utterances. He's in Biafra land. He's not in diaspora or anything. This man is in Biafra land. Okay, somebody who have that type of money will not come up here like this and make this type of utterances. Do you get it? So that's my own intake for now. I will still say any other thing. Maybe if I remember what to say again, I will still make my submission again. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mazi, for that wonderful contribution of yours. Yes, I really thought as much that this our brother may be catching cruise. And that is the reason why I wanted him to come out and clear, so that Biafrans will actually know whether he really means what he's saying. Because it is very, very pathetic that somebody who said that he is following, he knows MSEN Nnamdi Kanu, and he comes from Ebonyi State, do not know that we have the Biafran Defense Forces. How is he going to organize anything of stopping election in Nigeria? So I saw some people sharing the message, and if actually he has such money, I don't think he can come out and start announcing it. He knows what to do. And if actually he wants to better the life of his people, he also knows how to reach out to the men who are actually, fighting for the freedom of our land. Very, very important. But uche onye adịghị anjọ, and that is why let me use this opportunity, in case he may be right, in case he may have such money, let us direct him on what to use it for, so that he will not say that we never told him, we never advised him when he wanted to help in fighting for freedom. Okay? At least there is no way he cannot see this video, or he cannot get this broadcast. He's certainly going to listen to it. And if he is genuine and listen to it, he have to make the right contact. So, Mazi, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for that wonderful contribution of yours. Do you have any other thing to say, Mazi?
Yes, Mazi David, well done. See, I want you to also use this opportunity to tell our people, especially our people in Biafra land, not to listen to this man, because anybody who this man, according to what he said,
Go
that
ahead.
maybe is going to bring out, maybe he's going to bring out a vehicle. If this man bring out vehicle for our young youth in Biafra land to join him, the Nigerian state are going to kill them. So I want you to use this opportunity to warn our youth not to listen to this man, because he's trying to kill our Biafran youth again. These are their strategies. We don't even know if this man is a Fulani man. So we should tell our youth back home, nobody should listen to this man, because this his utterances is a big trap. Is a very big trap. So please talk about it here, please. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Yes, and let us use this opportunity as well, because it seems that this our brother is trying to catch cruise. Biafrans, I want you to understand that we are reasonable people. We know when somebody is genuine and when somebody is not genuine. But if anybody brings out money, bring out anything like a cars and say that you should come and join a movement, please don't join any movement. Don't join any movement. Don't come out for any protest. Don't come out for anything whatsoever. Because the Nigerian government are using some certain individuals. They are using group of individuals to make sure that they continue their sabotage against our land, against our freedom. Very, very important. So if you are in Biafran territory and anybody is telling you that, oh, that you have to come out and fight for Biafra, that he's going to bring out his car, he's going to bring out, cars to make sure that we stop election. Please don't follow such individuals. Don't follow such people, because they are actually there to make sure that you are killed. Very, very important. We should not listen to them. We should not believe them. Very, very important. So at this juncture, this our brother, we are hoping that he is genuine. But if he is not genuine, make sure if you are in Biafran territory, make sure you do not support anybody at all that is coming to ask you to join anything of a movement in order to stop election in Nigeria. We are not going to accept that. It is not acceptable by us. Very, very important that we should understand that this freedom that we are fighting, we are not going to take it lightly with anybody or group of individuals who are coming, to deceive Biafrans. We are not going to accept that. We are not going to accept that at all. Okay? So, please, let us do our possible best to make sure that we continue to support the government in our quest to make sure that our land is free. Very, very important. And thank you so much, my brother, for being part of this program. Can you still hear me? The sound is not all that audible enough, but
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But
yeah, that
you
is what
don't
it
have
is. Our people
you don't
must
have
understand.
you don't have what does it called, Bluetooth, so that when somebody is speaking, other people will be hearing it as well. I don't know. You need you
They
need
are
to have
hearing. Are they
something
not
like
hearing?
nobody. I'm not sure somebody is hearing you. I'm not sure.
But if they are not hearing, they are hearing. If they are not hearing, they will be writing me on comment section.
Okay, because
Yes,
okay,
I'm watching the comment section, and
okay,
they are hearing. Yes.
okay. I saw you holding the phone on your ear.
Okay.
Close to your
Yes.
ear. That's why.
Actually, you know what happened? While you were speaking, I was not actually hearing you. So I was using my phone to listen whether my voice and your voice is coming out. So I was hearing in the phone, but it was not coming up on the laptop. So what I did, I just went to reset it, check the microphone, and resetted it. I just came back now and clicked on where you are so that I can be able to hear you directly. So that is why, but I can hear you now. Okay. Yes, Ben Owabo is telling me that they have been hearing us all this while.
Okay, okay,
Yes, that is
okay.
it,
That's
man.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Like you
Thank you
have
so
said,
much.
already, these people are trying all their possible best to see that they reduce our population, not just our
Yeah.
population. They are targeting our youth, our young brothers. That is, people that they are targeting. He just mentioned the North and the Yoruba land, so it will look as if it will look as if that he's fighting for. How can you call
Nigeria now.
people? Yes, you
Yeah.
understand. How can you call people in the north that you want to
And
stop
the Yoruba, you
election
want to
in
stop the
Biafra land?
election.
And you are calling people in the north to come out to come and participate because you have 500 million, which I don't even look
Yes,
at who is
Mazi.
talking about 500 million. Eh?
Yes, Mazi, you are right. You are right in what you said because there is no way we can substantiate all these things, all these claims. There is no way we can verify it. And that was why I was people that are from Ebonyi part of Biafra land, if this man actually exists, because this is the tactic that the Nigerian government use as well. Just like they are using
Exactly.
some individuals in R&D Zog, they are telling them to come and join a group now. They are telling them to come and join security, that they want to evict the Biafran Defense Forces from their community. This is a way they are using to kill our people. And this man is now coming that, oh, he's going to bring 500 million. The reason why he said that is for people to have, I'm not going to spend any money, so therefore I'm going to join at the expense of your life, not actually knowing the reason why this man is doing this. So you are right.
Exactly.
You are right. And that is why our people from that axis should be able to investigate and know whether this man is real or not. Because he said he's a Ebube Jesus. I can search for his real name anyway. But people should be mindful of such individuals, deceiving them at this time in order for our Biafran people to be killed. Go ahead, Maz, if you have something to add to it.
Yes. Just a quick one. Just like you said, Ebube Jesus, who in Biafra land can locate this Ebube Jesus?
Confirm.
Because
Yes,
I
that
have not I
confirm that
have
this
not
man
had
is
I have not had anything concerning Ebube Jesus. Because people in Biafra land, more especially these our Christian brothers and sisters, they know most of
mm,
the churches. So if we search now, you can't hear anything called Ebube Jesus. This man just came out from nowhere and he wants to use this money name to call attention of Biafrans. That is what is happening, because if this money did not call on this his program, nobody will take what he's saying serious. So the Nigerian state knows exactly how to get the mind of our Biafran people, because they know that they have ridiculed the Biafran people with hunger. So when you
with
speak
hunger.
with
Yes.
money, they will pay attention and know how they want to listen. Because if this man say now that he's bringing out 500 million, now people will start contacting him. How much am I going to make from this your money that you map out now? And those gullible ones will come out and join, and the police will get them down. And this is the strategy, because nobody wants to come for amnesty and nobody wants to join the military. So they are now using every means to see how they are going to drop more of our Biafran youth down. So I did not believe this man in one bit. My spirit, my soul, everything in me did not believe what this man is saying. And I am correct in what I'm saying. So people in Biafra land, more especially in Ebonyi State, should verify. We have brothers who are joining us in our space that are from Ebonyi State. Let them secretly do research concerning this man to know who is Ebube Jesus. Then we will take it off from there, because I did not believe this man for once.
And another thing you said now is very important. When we go to space, we are going to use it as another topic as well, because this is an avenue we also use to educate our people to be mindful of such individuals who are sheep in wolf clothing. Okay, you who are wolves in sheep clothing, they come with the guys that, oh, they are Biafrans, they want to they have the interest of Biafrans at heart, whereas inwardly they are agents of the terrorists against our people. So we are going to create this awareness for people to be mindful of who this guy is, if he's not genuine, to make sure that our people are safe, especially from the Ebonyi Aziz of Biafran territory. Yeah, we are going to do that. So thank you so much, Mazi, for such wonderful information. So there is no way we can know who actually this guy is. It can't be verified. We can't confirm where he's coming from. Even his ministry, he didn't make mention of it. He said, oh, Nigerian government are looking for him. Who confirmed that? Have we seen your name on the Nigerian newspaper saying that you are wanted? Wanted for what? You just want to use that one to get the minds of certain individuals who may think that he is actually genuine in what he's doing. But now we can use this avenue to expose him as well, so that Biafran will be very careful in dealing with people like him as well. Yeah, that is what it is. Mazi, thank you so much for being part of this broadcast this morning. What's your final word, Mazi? What do you have to tell Biafrans who have not been supporting this movement, who have not been supporting the Biafran Republic government in exile, who have not been donating to the Biafran Defense Forces who are actually protecting our land? What do you have to say to such Biafrans, Mazi?
Hello.
Mazi, are you there?
Yes, okay. Yes, my brother. You see, we have been, talking about this thing for a very long time, and I still believe that there must be one or two Biafrans who have not been joining, maybe that might join or might listen to what we are talking today. So in this quest of freedom, just like people who go to church and at the end of the day, you see one person that will give his or her life to Christ. So we are also talking here to reach out our Biafran brothers and sisters, and also people lovers of freedoms, that that what we are doing touch them and see reason to support us. Even if they don't have it financially, they can also spread the good news of Biafran. So I'm urging everybody who are listening to our program this morning to see reason to support the Biafran quest, because it's something that you and your grandchildren and your unborn grandchildren will benefit from. Because if this Biafra comes today, everybody who is in diaspora is coming home, because we believe that everything is going to be fine back home. So those people, even those that are not Biafran, will still come to Biafra land to testify the goodness of what we are doing, what we are fighting for. So I urge everybody to see reason to donate and support in our our liberation. So that's all I can say for now. Thank you all, and thank you, Biafrans. I love you all.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. Freedom for All, for being part of this program. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence, Mwachineke. And thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. There we go.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, welcome. What's that name? Is Ike Jesus. Ike Jesus, welcome to the questionnaire. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ike Jesus.
I can hear you.
You are welcome. Where are you?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you join us from?
Africa.
Okay. We are talking about Ebube Jesus. Nkega Ike Jesus. What is actually happening? Are you?
Good morning. Good morning from my location.
Welcome, brother. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, good morning for all the Biafrans.
On your camera now, we saw you before. All of a
Can
sudden,
you hear?
you off your camera. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can see you now. Yeah, go ahead. Oh my God. We lost him. Maybe he will join us again. Try and reach back. Try and call back. Very, very important. So, yes, so Biafrans, our brother Freedom for All have said it all. This Ebube Jesus, we don't know actually who this guy is. We just came across this video online on the net where he's saying he's bringing to 500 million to stop Nigeria election. And we came this place to tell him, no, if you are a Biafran, it's not about Nigeria election. It had to be Biafra first. We have to protect Biafra land. So we don't know how genuine that he is. So that is why we are saying if such individuals, if they are not verifiable, you can't know them, you don't know their church, you don't know how true what they're saying is, Biafrans, make sure you don't get involved in anything of such. Very, very important so that you can protect your life as well. So, Ike Jesus, you are welcome back.
Thank you. Let me quickly say before my network switch off. I greet all the Biafran, all the listeners, all the everybody, the good citizen of Biafrans, all in Jesus' name.
You say?
Can you hear me? Thank you. The only thing I'm saying this.
Go ahead.
Thank you. The only thing I'm saying is, in this period and in this moment, we didn't trust anybody any longer. For my own opinion, anybody that want to say anything concerning SB, direction of USB, United States of Biafra, I don't think that that person is the right, because right now we already have the government that are working.
Yeah. Which USB are you talking about? Is it USB of Ngozi or USB of Biafra? Under who?
There's nothing like USB of Ngozi. I'm talking about USB, United States of Biafra, channeled by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, as it is right now.
Can you listen to me?
Like it?
To me?
Yeah, I can listen to you.
Listening, Biafrans who are listening, I want you to understand that we are not here for shenanigans. There is nothing like USB of Ngozi, USB of Biafra. supported by under the leadership of Ngozi. Ngozi does not exist. Ngozi is just like a Nigeria agent, and she is running away from her court case because Ngozi tried to destroy our government. So if you are coming here and you are a USB charger, I don't need USB charger in my platform.
You can call him.
Go to
Can call. You can call him.
Ngozi platforms. Okay. So IK Jesus, it is very, very clear that you are from the Ngozi charger. Go and charge your phone with Ngozi. Not here. Here is the platform of the Biafran Republic government in exile under the leadership of Simon Ekpanjoko that is being acted and under the acting prime ministership of Ogechukwu Nkere at this particular time. This is the only government that is protecting Biafra land, the only government that is in charge of our liberation as it stands at this particular time. Okay? It is BRGIE that is going to make sure that United States of Biafra is visible. As a matter of fact, it is BRGIE that is the vehicle that is taking USB to its destination. So I want you to know that. So listeners all over the world, if you are joining me here, if you are for the USB charger, you are not welcomed in this platform. I want you to stay and listen because you have to follow a government that is following the due process and the rule of law. Okay? A government whereby the attorney and the lobbyist is under the government of Biafra, BRGIE. A government whereby the de facto government in the homeland, the lobbyists, the attorneys, the Ambazonians, the Eritreans are all still in contact with the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is the only government that is recognized in the American Congress as fighting for the Biafran cause. No any other government. No any other government. Okay? So, IK Jesus, you are under the USB charger of Ngozi. I'm not charging my phone here. Here is not where you charge your phone. If you want to charge her, you go to Ngozi platform and charge. Okay? So, but all the same, for acknowledging the United States of Biafra, and asking and acknowledging that you are a Biafran, you just joined this platform. I really appreciate your presence as well. Yes, so I really appreciate you. Onyi, thank you for joining me. Manuel Chibike, thank you. Everest, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Biafrans, once again, I appreciate everybody who joined me on this platform. If you just joined, maybe you'll listen later. I understand the angle of our conversation. This man here, Ebube Jesus, wants to say, according to him, we can't verify who he is. So, from people from the Biafran axis of Ebonyi, can be able to verify whether this man is real or not. And we don't know where he's coming from, whether he's a Fulani man, a Hausa man, a Yoruba man, or a Biafran. Okay? But as long as we want our freedom, if you are a Biafran and you want to help to make sure that we get our freedom, you are welcomed. Okay? So anything that you are doing, any effort geared towards the restoration of independent state of Biafra is really welcome, irrespective of who you are. But for the singular reason that you made mention of our leader, MSEN Nnamdi Kanu, we believed or we thought that he is a real genuine Biafran. So if he's a real genuine Biafran, he should know what MSEN Nnamdi Kanu stands for. He should know that MSEN Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the freedom of his people. And if he has such amount of money that he is talking about, he should not be able to make contact with the Biafran Republic government in exile. This is a government that is fighting for the restoration of USB. The BRGIE is the government that is carrying USB. It is the government that declared, that restored the redeclaration of Biafra in 2024. So USB, as I'm talking to you right now, USB is inside BRGIE vehicle, okay? And that vehicle is still carrying USB. Until USB is organized, then that vehicle will be able to land in Biafran territory, and then we can take up the USB issue. Right now, we are not independent. We are still in exile. We are still fighting for recognition. So anything of USB now, USB cannot recognize itself. It is BRGIE that is forming the nucleus of that recognition of USB. And that is why this government is moving with speed. In American Congress, in Capitol Hill, in Washington, D.C., the acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, is doing the needful to make sure that that recognition happens as soon as possible. While in the homeland, the Biafran de facto government are doing the needful, making sure that our land is liberated from the terrorist Nigerian state. Very, very important. So thank you so much. Anybody can call. If you want to make your call, you make a call. If you want to join me in the studio, the link is there, but if you are a USB charger, you are not needed here, please. You go to Ngozi and charge your phone. Very, very important. So thank you, Biafran, for being part of this program. Ebube Jesus, we need to investigate him. He must be investigated to know actually where he is coming from. If he's genuine, he is welcome. If he's not genuine, the land of Biafra will certainly take him out. The land of Biafra will certainly, know what they need to do about it. Very, very important. You can't come to kill Biafrans and go scot-free. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not in this time, because our people have died enough. Our people have died enough, and there is no more killing that is going to be tolerated at this particular time. So having said that, I appreciate everybody. Nobody is calling. Nobody wants to join. Let me check on some of the tweets that can make the headline, okay? So I appreciate everyone. I see you, Onyi, Alozie Ambrose. I see you, Onyi. Thank you for being part of this program. Emmanuel Chibik, Everest. Cecilia, I see you. Yes, Cecilia, you are right. You are right. I'll see what I can do about that, okay? I'm really working on that. I don't know whether it's free. You know what I mean? Thank you so much. Let me play our Prime Minister once again so that we can...
Good afternoon, fellow Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024, and I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria Terrorist Army, Nigeria Terrorist State Police, and every arm-carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people, and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding in Yoruba land. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups springing up on a daily basis. Innocent women and children are being neutralized every day. Take a look in the Middle Belt, where Nigeria is breeding. There are people who have given birth to their children inside IDP camp. And many of those children are today 19 years of age. What does that tell you? It means that people have actually left and fled their ancestral land and have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And without any plan for them to reclaim their land. Their land is now being occupied by strangers. Who are those strangers? The fighters that were actually killing the people and chasing them out of their own land. Nigeria is breeding in the Middle Belt. And that's the reason why we decided that the solution to sustain this security in our land is to make sure that Nigeria never breed. And that's what 500MILLION is leading. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much, wonderful Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I really appreciate every one of you that was part of this broadcast this morning. I want you to understand that the fight for our freedom, we are not going to relent. We will continue to do what we need to do. We will continue to turn all the stones necessary to be turned for our freedom to come. Good thing, we have a government that is actually very, very committed towards the freedom of our people. We have leaders. We have our acting prime minister that is doing exceptionally well at this particular time. We have our leaders that are in detention. They are fighting from the front, both in Africa and in the European Union. Okay? So what we need at this time is to give them the necessary support and the necessary push. Continue to create that awareness. Continue to stand very strong with them. Because at the end of it all, they will eventually be released and be vindicated for every accusation that is leveled against them. Very, very important. So what we need to do is to support the government. We fund the Biafra Republic government in exile so that they can go for our recognition, just like Ogechukwu Nkere is doing. Why those in the homeland, in Nnewi, in Onitsha, in Iguacha, in Warri, in Lagos, in Abuja, anywhere all around that contraption called Nigeria, you support the Biafran de facto government in the homeland so that our land will be liberated from the terrorists who are, who are being sent to come and cause insecurity in our region. Very, very important. So this is the time for each and every one of us to put hands together and make sure that we are free from the terrorist occupation of our land. Very, very important. They will come, but they are going to go in body bags. If you come to kill our women and children, you are not going to get it easy. The defenders of our land are so prepared to make sure that we delegitimize anybody, any terrorist that enters our region. Very, very important. So having said that, I appreciate everybody who joined me this morning for your time. Please, I want you to like and share this broadcast. If you have not subscribed to my channel, the question here, David Nnannabi TV, just subscribe so that anytime I come online, you are going to get notification. Okay? So I appreciate every one of you this morning. I use this opportunity to salute our leader, MSEN Kanu, who is doing wonderfully well for us. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa as well. I salute the acting Prime Minister, Ogechukwu Nkere, for what he's doing. I appreciate the cabinet members who are working with him as well. I appreciate you that is supporting the government, donating to make sure that work is not stopped. We'll continue to push on and on and on until Biafra is fully recognized and we can go home to our land. I salute the Biafran Defense Forces who are taking bullets, who are defending our land, our women and children, and protecting our borders. I salute each and every one of them. And I say, airborne to the Biafran Defense Forces. Thank you so much for being part of this program. See you next time. And continue to share this message. Subscribe to the channel. Very, very important. Maybe tomorrow or next, we are going to, do a broadcast on one of our great commanders, Ikonso, who was killed by the Nigerian state for standing for the freedom of his people. Thank you so much. And